What's up, y'all? Welcome back, or if you're new to the channel, welcome. Pretty short video today, I hope. We have been working on the 8.6. We're doing a lot of preparation to get the car corner balanced again. After our event with turn 8, I wasn't happy with the spring rate on the car. We were running 8 kg in the front, 6 kg in the rear. So I kind of talked to John from JSP and we kind of talked through it. So I reduced it down to 5K in the front, 3K in the rear with hypercoils. So it's another option that Fortunato sells, which is fantastic. So I installed those already, but obviously the car's all whack now. When you change the spring rate, you have to re-corner balance the car. So before I go corner balance the car, we do have a roll bar we're putting into the 8.6. Right now it's at powder coating. So at the time when this video is recorded, we're just waiting for powder coat to be ready. We'll put the roll bar back on. We also have some goodies coming for the car. So I ordered a carbon hood and a trunk. So trying to reduce weight. Ideally, I'm trying to get the car under 2,200 pounds with a full tank of gas. So I'm pretty sure we're going to be, give or take, maybe 15, 20 pounds. But since the car is just kind of in air and I want to do something to the car, for those who aren't familiar with the 8.6, the freaking chassis, or pretty much all the sheet metal on the car, is paper thin. So that's kind of one of the weak points on the car. Granted, it's almost a 40-year-old car at this point, but Toyota never intended it to be a track monster. It was just kind of a economical car, sporty if you got the 4AG powered 8.6. So what I ended up doing was I ordered these Fender Braces from Techno Toy Tuning. So if you guys have seen any of the videos for the 8.6, we have a lot of Techno Toy Tuning shit on this car. But the reason for that is because they make really good shit. Some of it is paying respect to the old TRD stuff that you can't get. And if you do find, I'm not paying $3,000 for that shit. I would rather have a modern part that if something fucks up, I can call Techno Toy Tuning and be like, hey guys, can I get a replacement? They're like, sure, send it, pay for it. You know, easy as that. So the fender braces are pretty straightforward. When you take off the fenders, corner lights, we're gonna wedge some cardboard under the door so it doesn't sag. Bolt the fender brace on, and then there's these two provisions here that we're gonna have to drill a hole for. Again, Techno Toy hooking it up, so they provided a drill bit, which is nice because you can add it to your toolbox. We'll drill those holes, then we'll slide these little brackets in back of the frame. There's bolts, put the fender back on, straightforward. So essentially what we're doing is adding more rigidity to the car, which we've already done a lot. We have the carbon tri-base. We got the Breeze Fab box frame reinforcement plates that my buddy Ed welded on a long time ago. I didn't do a video on that just because the car almost caught on fire. So luckily the car didn't catch on fire, but yeah, it's all welded on there. I think the only thing in terms of rigidity that the car is missing, quote unquote, I know Techno Toy has these brackets for the 4 links in the rear. We'll probably do that later down the line, but for the most part, getting the bracing done on the front part of the car. Obviously the roll bar will add more rigidity to the frame, and then we'll get everything corner balanced. So pretty much I don't want to keep taking off weight or adding weight. I want it to be as dialed in as possible when we corner balance it. And yeah, so let's jump into it. So we finished the driver's side. Pretty straightforward install. The only thing I would recommend to people who are doing this, these nutserts weren't in all the way, or riv nuts, however you want to call it. So it's an M8125, so we just made sure they were on properly. You have to feed this through this little square opening here. It's kind of a little pain in the ass, so take your time with it. Get a couple threads on one side, then on the other, and just alternate. I put some cardboard under the door just to make sure the door wouldn't sag, because that's a big issue with the 8.6. And if I recall correctly, these are the reinforced door brackets, the hinges that my brother bought a long time ago. So it's pretty nice. Like, there's no kink. It opens up really well, so I know that's how it's supposed to. We tighten this pretty tight. I'm not gonna over torque it. The last thing I want is to strip threads on the actual frame, because then I'd be screwed. But it's really rigid, the car. Like, you can feel how it wants to shake everything else. So this, along with the roll bar, will really, really strengthen up the chassis. So we have the strength here, strength in the middle, tri-point, and then the reinforcement plates. Car's really rock solid at this point. We're just gonna jump to the other side, and then we'll throw the fender on, and that's it. Pretty straightforward, but I like them. They remind me a lot of the Ultra Power ones that, I mean, I've seen the Ultra Power ones on eBay for a long time, since I was probably in high school. I've known a couple people who run the Ultra Power ones. I've seen knockoff Ultra Power. I like how thick the Techno toy stuff is, and also it's here in the USA, so if you want to get it replaced or anything, you can call them. I'm not super crazy about this little bracket. I wish it were maybe a little bit thicker, a thicker piece of metal, so that it can really sandwich everything. But from the install, it looks pretty rigid for the most part. But yeah, I have some on the FC that I have to install. They're the Nagisa, if I remember correctly. That's how you say it. So we have to install those at some point on the FC, but at least I know what I'm getting myself into. But yeah, let's jump to the other side. All right, so we finished up installing the fender braces. Pretty straightforward install. It took us less than an hour. I think we spent more time just getting the bracket in through the back side of the frame so that we can get the bolts through. We took the car for a drive. I mean, it's not like there was something significant like, oh my God, this car feels insane. I will say that the chassis is more rigid. And the reason I'm saying that is because when we installed the roll bar, before we sent it out to powder coat, the doors would close no problem. Then when we got the roll bar out and sent it out to powder coat, it started sagging a little. So obviously we put the cardboard on, we put the fender braces, and the door closes spot on. So what that tells me is now the chassis is straightened, which is what we're after. I like the Techno toy products. I have almost a majority of their parts on the 8.6. I have a couple of those their parts on the FC as well, but if you're interested, I will put the link to the actual fender braces on the description of this video. I think they go about $350, but if you wait until like October, November, they usually do their massive Black Friday sale. Just be warned that the shipping takes a little while because everybody and their grandma's buying shit. But yeah, next up for the 8.6, we're going to get the roll bar back, finish that install, And then we're waiting for our J Blood carbon hood and trunk. We'll go throw that on and then finally corner balance the car because it drives like shit. It's like you make a left, it squeals. You make a right, it squeals. Like I'm sure the toe's really bad. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe. If you've been following the channel, I appreciate y'all. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. But peace out. Easy install.